Triple H confirms Roman Reigns' return ahead of Clash in Paris after shocking Raw attack. Hello, guys. Welcome to my channel. I am Elena. Have a nice day. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press the bell icon. Roman Reigns' shocking Raw attack was a setup for his big return at Clash in Paris, confirmed by Triple H. With rivals like Bronson Reed provoking him and a Hollywood roll ahead, Paris promises a fierce, personal showdown before Reigns takes a break, adding extra drama to his comeback. Roman Reigns was left flat on WWE Raw last week after a brutal ambush that sent shockwaves through the arena and had fans worried he might be sidelined for an extended period. However, WWE executive Triple H quickly shifted the narrative, confirming Reigns' name and image appear on the Clash in Paris poster, signaling the Tribal Chief's imminent return to the ring. Reigns' Raw ambush sparked speculation. The surprising ending on Raw now makes much more sense. WWE's penchant for long-term storytelling means Reigns' collapse wasn't a farewell, but a calculated setup. The visual of Reigns lying motionless in the ring was designed to bait fans into thinking this was the end of his current run, only to build anticipation for a dramatic comeback. With Clash in Paris rapidly approaching, WWE has clearly laid the groundwork for Reigns to return with vengeance and intensity, reigniting rivalries and setting the stage for new conflicts. Setting the stage for a fierce comeback. While the Logan Paul versus John Cena headline fight has captured much of the attention, Reigns' inclusion on the Paris card shifts the energy dramatically. Recently, Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker have been taunting Reigns, escalating tensions with Reed's bold move of grabbing Reigns' sneakers as a power play. Reigns' presence on the official poster confirms that he is not there for a mere cameo. He's coming back with a personal mission to settle scores and assert his dominance, a personal battle before a Hollywood hiatus, adding another layer to the storyline. Reigns is set to play Akuma in the upcoming live-action Street Fighter movie, with filming scheduled to begin in September. This means Clash in Paris could be one of his last WWE appearances for a while. This last stand before the break scenario gives the build-up an emotional weight and intensity, promising fans a personal, explosive, and unforgettable return from the Tribal Chief. 3 clear signs Triple H is ruining Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is undoubtedly one of the biggest megastars WWE has ever produced. He continues to evolve under the company's wing. The 40-year-old superstar gained major popularity over the past 5 years as he developed his iconic Tribal Chief persona, which not only helped him grow but also benefited the promotion. However, since the OTC lost his undisputed WWE Championship to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania XL, his momentum rapidly derailed. In this article, we will examine 3 clear signs that suggest the CCO Triple H is ruining Roman Reigns. Making him fight a losing battle. The OTC hasn't competed in any major match. The last major bout Reigns competed in was at Raw's debut on Netflix against Solo Sikoa to determine the real Tribal Chief and the possession of the Ula Fala. However, since the Bloodline saga ended, Reigns hasn't been on the right path and has been fighting a losing battle. He finally got a win at SummerSlam after a long wait, but it wasn't easy, as Jey Uso was the one to pin and capture the win, making him look secondary to his former right-hand man and tarnishing his Tribal Chief persona. Roman Reigns is being written off with the same angles. For quite some time, Reigns has been working a part-time WWE schedule, which has already shaken his position as the top face of the company. To make matters worse, the Triple H-led creative team has been using similar angles to write him off. The OTC gets in matches at major PLE, gets beaten up, goes on leave, and returns to reclaim and repeat the same. Didn't get a championship rematch. Roman Reigns had one of the most iconic title reigns in sports entertainment history, and with that, he has cemented his place as one of the greatest WWE champions of all time. However, oddly, he never got his rematch for the undisputed WWE Championship since losing his title to Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40. Meanwhile, Triple H gave the American Nightmare a rematch for the gold right after losing it to John Cena, and he has now regained his title by defeating the last real champion at SummerSlam 2025. While all these points show how the game and the creatives are ruining Roman Reigns' standing in the company, no one can deny that fans still give a massive response whenever the OTC appears on television. It will be interesting to see if the Stamford-based promotion fixes issues with the 40-year-old star. Only time will tell. Releasing him or letting him walk is a grave mistake. Fans hijacked Triple H's Roman Reigns announcement. Triple H sent a huge announcement about Roman Reigns recently, prior to WWE Raw. However, that announcement has now been completely hijacked instead by fans Karrion Kross, and Scarlett's contracts were up on August 10th, with their time in WWE coming to an end. Since then, both Kross and Scarlett have confirmed that it's over for them and they are leaving the company. This has led to a huge fan reaction with the hashtag #WeWantKross, trending throughout the USA as the #1 trend. The backlash toward WWE has been vocal, even with some thinking that this is nothing more than just a work. Triple H was posting about the upcoming Clash in Paris event, and his post was quickly hijacked by fans who did not care about Roman Reigns' appearance and instead wanted the WWE CCO to make any necessary changes and bring back Karrion Kross. Triple H was told that fans did not care about all that noise and that they wanted Kross and Scarlett back. Some fans went on to call releasing him a grave mistake. It remains to be seen how Triple H and WWE handle this issue in the coming days. While Triple H's Roman Reigns post was hijacked, Karrion Kross was not happy with how WWE approached contract talks. While Kross has put out a post talking about how the entire situation really happened, there's a lot going on with the company. He revealed that he was very disappointed with how the situation was dealt with and that even though he had wanted to sign a new contract since January, he was not offered one. In fact, he only had a conversation about a contract recently, and even then, he felt that the conversation he had was not a serious one. He was also told to hold himself back, something which he had objections to, given the situation. John Cena opts for surprise pick for toughest match and opponent. It's not CM Punk or Randy Orton. John Cena has had a legendary career brimming with starry opponents, but the 17-time champion didn't hesitate when naming the toughest. Cena continues to make history in WWE in 2025 during his incredible retirement tour, which will see him hang up his boots in December. This year alone, the 17-time champion has reignited feuds with the likes of Randy Orton, CM Punk, and R-Truth, and he's faced some of the biggest names in history throughout the last 2 decades. However, the star was adamant that neither of those WWE stars was his toughest opponent, as he named a surprise wrestler. John Cena picks WrestleMania 36 match against Bray Wyatt as toughest. Cena has had some legendary rivals throughout his career, namely the likes of Orton and Punk, but he picked a star he faced just a handful of times on the big stage as his toughest opponent. "It's the match I had in the Firefly Funhouse," said the 17-time champion at the Boston Fan Expo via Justin Barrasso. Cena took on The Fiend at WrestleMania 36, the only Mania event without fans due to the coronavirus pandemic. The match was a cinematic bout, akin more to a horror film rather than a typical professional wrestling match. For these reasons, Cena picked Wyatt, or The Fiend, as his toughest match and opponent throughout his career. The reason that opponent was tough, and I know it was against Bray Wyatt, was because that was more or less a match against me, added Cena. "I'll say that was my toughest match." Cena faced Wyatt at WrestleMania 30 and 36, as well as inside a steel cage at Extreme Rules in 2014, with Cena losing 2 out of the 3 times. John Cena called Bray Wyatt an incredible performer. Wyatt tragically died in 2023, and Cena was one of the first WWE stars to pay tribute to the wrestler on social media. "His art, in every creative sense, will be an eternal reminder to us of how truly incredible he was," wrote Cena. In tribute to the star. Joe says Randy Orton looks like first human AI guy. After seeing him up close. Joe had plenty to say after attending WWE SummerSlam at MetLife Stadium, where celebrities and big names packed the crowd for both nights of action. The rapper was there to support his friend Jelly Roll, who stepped into the ring for a tag team match against Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. On his and Jadakiss' podcast, Fat Joe admitted he was stunned by the sheer size of Randy Orton, who was in Jelly Roll's corner. "So I go to SummerSlam, right? And I went because a good friend of mine, Jelly Roll, was wrestling. So I knew he trained for months. I know Jelly Roll, he's a big boy. You know, I stick with the big boys, pause. But all the fat guys, I'm in they corner. It get to the Jelly Roll. It's Jelly Roll against Logan Paul, and Jelly Roll come out with this guy. What's that wrestler Jelly Roll had with him? Yo, kiss. None of us want the fair one. We don't even want the 10-on-1. We don't even want to be able to have a knife to fight this guy. Randy Orton. Even if he gave you weapons, you don't want to fight this guy. This guy's so big, bro. He's unreal. Anybody go Google him if you don't know wrestling, this guy's the prototype. He might be the first human AI guy. I'm looking and I'm cheering Jelly Roll up. They are beating the brakes off of Jelly Roll. They are double suplexing him. They doing my man so filthy. Now I'm a fat guy, so I know every bone. I'm a fat guy who lost weight too, so I know when he falls, I said, that's 2 months out of the country awards. He is not going to the country awards, not after this shht. This was a childhood dream. I salute you, Jelly Roll. After taking a brutal table spot, Jelly Roll told Joe he was done. But in classic WWE fashion, he made one last fiery comeback. Jelly Roll gets up. He turns around and says, I'm sorry, Joe. I can't fight no more. I tried, Joe. Thank you for supporting me, Joe. It's a million people in this fucking arena. This is Jelly Roll. Out of anybody, I swear to God, he looked at me. I'm sorry, Joe. Joe, I let you down, Joe. But in true WWE fashion, he gets to the tip and he turns around and he starts looking. They like, Jelly, Jelly. All of a sudden, the mother, I got the power. He came back and started clotheslining dudes, picking him up. I got suckered for the wrestling. I felt like Hulkamaniac. I felt like back in the day, they still lost, but I gotta salute Jelly Roll. Maybe I'm too old. Maybe he's a little bit, Jelly Roll might be younger than me, right? I personally know I can't take that. I can't take it. Man, he's way younger than me. I get it. 40 years old, maybe 39, 40, I would have tried it. Right about now, with these amphibious legs that shed off. Fat Joe might have walked into SummerSlam just to cheer on a friend, but he left sounding like a full-blown WWE convert. From being awestruck by Randy Orton's size to watching Jelly Roll take a beating and still fire back, the hip-hop legend got the kind of front-row experience you can't fake, and one he clearly won't forget anytime soon. Do you think Jelly Roll could have a future in WWE after his SummerSlam performance, or should he stick to music? Share your thoughts in the comments. Randy Orton last appeared at WWE SummerSlam 2025. Randy Orton's WWE journey has always been defined by unpredictability, and the last few months have been no different. The 14-time world champion has struggled to find consistent momentum, suffering high-profile losses and taking a backseat in major storylines. His latest appearance came at WWE SummerSlam 2025, where he teamed with country music star Jelly Roll in a losing effort against Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. The Viper's recent trajectory suggests that a character shift may be on the horizon. A heel turn could revitalize Orton's career and inject new life into SmackDown's main event scene. Here are 4 clear signs that Orton may soon embrace his darker side. Once again, Randy Orton is off WWE TV again in recent weeks. WWE has quietly removed Orton from television. With Clash in Paris 2025 already boasting a stacked card, it appears that the Apex Predator may remain absent until after the event. Keeping him off TV allows WWE to reintroduce him with a major storyline, and there's no better way to make an impact than by unleashing a ruthless heel persona upon his return. A surprise attack on a top star could instantly reignite interest in the Viper. 3. Old rivalry brewing. Randy Orton's history with Cody Rhodes runs deep. Earlier this year, they clashed in the King of the Ring tournament finals at Night of Champions 2025. Rhodes emerged victorious, but the rivalry felt far from over. A returning heel. Orton targeting Rhodes could create a compelling storyline, mirroring Drew McIntyre's shocking betrayal earlier this year. Their personal history would add depth to the feud, and a title program between the two could be one of WWE's biggest attractions heading into the fall. 2. Cody Rhodes is champion again. Post-WrestleMania rumors hinted at a possible heel turn for Cody Rhodes. However, after reclaiming the undisputed WWE Championship at SummerSlam, reports suggest WWE is committed to keeping him as their top babyface for the foreseeable future. With Rhodes remaining a fan favorite, WWE needs strong heel opponents to challenge him. Orton, with his established credibility and history with Rhodes, fits that role perfectly. 1. Randy Orton's hunger to once again win the WWE Championship. It's been years since Randy Orton last held a world title. Earlier in 2025, he unsuccessfully challenged John Cena for the undisputed championship at Backlash in his hometown. The defeat only added to his frustration. A heel turn could see Orton drop the veteran sportsmanship in favor of a ruthless, win-at-all-cost mentality. With Rhodes now holding the gold, Orton has the perfect target for his ambitions and his venom. The defeat only adds